Dad and stepmom found out they had a year left to force me to split my late mom's money with their kids, so they made my life miserable. So, here we are. My 18th birthday was just around the corner, and it felt like I was counting down the days to some big showdown. Every day at home got more uncomfortable. You know that feeling when you can't relax in your own space because everyone around you is walking on eggshells? Yeah, that was my life. Rachel, for one, had completely given up on even pretending to like me. She wouldn't talk to me unless she had to, and even then, it was always cold and short. Madison? Well, she'd been giving me these side-eye looks every time we crossed paths, like I was the bad guy in all of this for not just handing over the money. And my dad? He was still distant, but I could tell he was stressed out. I think, deep down, he knew he'd lost the battle, but that didn't make things any easier. The weird thing was, in the week leading up to my birthday, it was almost too quiet. My dad and Rachel weren't pushing the money issue as much anymore, and I started thinking maybe, just maybe, they'd accepted my decision. I should have known better. A few days before my birthday, I was out with some friends from school, trying to just live my life and not think about the mess at home. When I got back, the house was completely empty, which was weird because Rachel was usually home with Jake. I figured maybe they went out for the day or something, so I didn't think much of it. But then I saw a letter on the kitchen table with my name on it. Now, I'm not one for drama, but my stomach dropped as soon as I saw that envelope. I knew something was up. I opened it, and inside was a note from my dad. It wasn't long, but it hit hard. Alex, I know we haven't been seeing eye to eye lately, but I want you to know that everything I've done has been for the family. I hope you'll reconsider your decision before it's too late. Rachel and I have discussed things, and if you're not willing to contribute to helping out your siblings, then maybe it's time you think about where you really want to live. Love, Dad. I was fuming. Basically, he was telling me that if I didn't give up some of the money, I wasn't welcome in the house anymore. I couldn't believe it. After everything, he was still using guilt to try and manipulate me into giving up my inheritance. That night, I decided I wasn't going to just sit back and let this happen. I waited until everyone was home, Dad, Rachel, Madison, and even little Jake. We were all sitting in the living room, and the tension was thick. No one was really talking, but I could feel that everyone knew what was coming. I looked at my dad and just said it, "So, I found your letter." He didn't look surprised. He just nodded, like he knew this conversation was coming. Rachel, on the other hand, gave me this smug look, like she thought they'd finally broken me down. "So, what's the deal, Dad? You're really going to kick me out if I don't give up some of my money?" He sighed, rubbing his temples like he was the one having the tough time. "Alex, it's not about kicking you out. It's about being part of this family. You have to understand that this money could help all of us." I wasn't having it. Help all of us? Or help you and Rachel not have to worry about Madison's college bills? Let's be real here. You're not doing this for me. You're doing this because you see my inheritance as a way out of your problems. Rachel jumped in, "Of course. That's not true, Alex. We've always wanted what's best for you. But you have a chance to help your brother and sister. They're not my responsibility." I cut her off, louder than I meant to. I could see Jake flinch a little, which made me feel bad for raising my voice, but I couldn't back down now. This money was set aside for me. Mom made sure of that. You can't just